Kekkei Genkai is incredible power, but it's not the only path to strength in Naruto. These characters possessed none, and yet rose to great heights. Kekkei Genkai are powerful abilities that arise due to some anomalies in the DNA of certain people in the Naruto world. These powers are unique and make those who possess them among the strongest ninjas in the series. Kekkei Genkai can either exist as a dojutsu ability or can be used by combining two nature transformations together, giving rise to a completely new one. Kakuzu of the Akatsuki was quite a powerful fighter, and his years of experience made him very dangerous in combat. After killing the elders of his village and stealing a forbidden jutsu, he became extremely powerful. Kakuzu possessed 5 hearts in his body, and taking him down in combat was exceptionally hard. Even a ninja of Kakashi's caliber struggled to take him on in a fight without proper planning and help. Kakuzu could use all the nature transformations, and his immense chakra helped him to survive a fight against Hashirama Senju as well. Without a doubt, he's one of the strongest characters in Naruto without a Kekkei Genkai. Known as the tailless-tailed beast, Kisame Hashigaki was one of the strongest shinobi that Kirigakure ever produced. He was quite an exceptional fighter and was easily one of the strongest members of the Akatsuki. Kisame could fight a perfect Jinchuriki like Killer Bee and even take on Might Guy when using the 6th gate. With Samahata, Kisame was extremely difficult for anyone to take on in combat, even though he didn't have any Kekkei Genkai. The 3rd Raikage was an incredibly powerful ninja, often considered to be one of Kumogakure's strongest, up there with Ai. His usage of lightning release was tremendous, and he could also use black lightning, which only a few in the Naruto world could utilize. In all his life, the 3rd Raikage had sustained just one injury, which he gave to himself by accident. He had enough power to combat the 8 Tails and hold his own against it. What's more, during the 3rd Great Ninja War, he single-handedly fought 10,000 shinobi for days before finally succumbing to exhaustion. Ai is the 4th Raikage of Kumogakure and one of their strongest Kage in history, if not the strongest. In his prime, Ai was a user of lightning release that he wore like armor around his body, called lightning release chakra mode. This made it extremely difficult to damage him, as it functioned like a cloak of chakra around him. Even a jutsu as strong as Chidori was stopped in its path. Ai also possessed tremendous strength, such that he could smash through the skeletal Susanoo without much trouble. His biggest asset, however, was his lightning-fast speed, which made him the fastest shinobi after Monato Namikaze. Sakura Hirono is a member of Team 7 and the apprentice of Tsunade Senju, the 5th Hokage of Konohagakure. Sakura excels in the usage of medical ninjutsu, however, that isn't her only specialty. Sakura is also an extremely powerful taijutsu user, and one hit from her fist is enough to end most of the fights that she fights. Sakura also possesses the strength of 100 seals, which allows her to heal her body continuously without weaving any signs. Konohagakure's Toad Sage, Jiraiya, was once a member of the legendary Sannin. He was an incredibly powerful ninja with great control over 4 of the 5 nature transformations. In combat, he was every bit as fearsome as the likes of Orochimaru, which is quite a testament to his strength. His true strength emerged when he used the power of Sage Mode and had Fukasaku and Shima with him in battle. In this mode, Jiraiya was strong enough to defeat 3 of the 6 Pains, and according to Pain himself, he would have lost had Jiraiya known their secret. Jinjetsuhozuki was the 2nd Mizukage of Kirigakure and an incredibly powerful ninja who was considered to be an equal to Mu in combat. Among other things, Genjetsu had great mastery over water release. At the same time, he could also use Genjutsu well enough to trick even the mightiest of shinobi. Genjetsu could also use all the nature transformations. For him to kill Mu in combat, a user of the dust release Kekkei Toda, just goes to show that his powers were tremendous in every way possible. Killer Bee is a shinobi of Kumogakure and an incredibly powerful fighter. He is the perfect Jinchuriki of the 8 Tails, which is what makes him dangerous in combat. Upon his introduction, Guy fought and absolutely demolished the entirety of Team Taka by himself. In the Fourth Great Ninja War, he proved to be strong enough to take on multiple tailed beasts at once, further showing how capable he is. Guy's strength and talent surpass even that of Ai, the fourth Raikage of the village. Rock Lee is one of Konohagakure's strongest shinobi despite not possessing the ability to use any ninjutsu. Lee's mastery of taijutsu made him a genius in his own right. With the power of the 8 inner gates, Lee could fight even the likes of the Akatsuki on an equal footing. What's more, by the end of Naruto, it is believed that he could open up to 7 gates, meaning his skill surpassed most shinobi with a Kekkei Genkai. Without a doubt, Lee ranks among the strongest ninjas in Naruto without a Kekkei Genkai. Hanzo the Salamander was a famous shinobi from Amigakure who was known to be exceptionally powerful. In the Second Great Ninja War, he took on Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and even Tsunade in combat at once and defeated them all. In fact, he was the one who gave the title of Legendary Sannin to the trio. Unfortunately, Hanzo grew weaker in the following years due to being confined in his room and was eventually killed by pain. Tobirama Senju was the second Hokage of Konohagakure and, unlike his brother, didn't have any Kekkei Genkai powers. However, Tobirama was skilled nonetheless and had great proficiency in every ninja art. Over the years, he invented numerous jutsu, some of which were then improved by other shinobi. When reanimated during the Fourth Great Ninja War, Tobirama Senju's chakra was shown to be strong enough to scare even Sasuke and Orochimaru. As a user of all 5 nature transformations and jutsu such as Flying Raijin, he was a menace in combat. Monato was the 4th Hokage of Konohagakure and a ninja held in legendary regard by many. Even though he didn't have any Kekkei Genkai, Monato was powerful enough to defeat the Nine Tails and Obito Uchiha at the same time. In the Third Great Ninja War, he wiped out over 1,000 shinobi at once and a flee-on-sight order was given to Iwagakure shinobi if they ever saw him. His speed earned him the moniker of the Yellow Flash. Monato got even stronger after becoming the Jinchuriki of the Ine half of Kurama, as seen in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Hiruzen Sarutobi was the 3rd Hokage of Konohagakure and a man worthy of being called the Professor. Hiruzen had knowledge and skill of using every jutsu to ever exist in Konohagakure, except for the Kekkei Genkai techniques. Sarutobi was far stronger than the legendary Sannin themselves, and just like Hashirama Senju, was known to be the god of shinobi. In his prime, it is said that he was the strongest of all Hokage, meaning he had surpassed even Hashirama Senju. Konoha's noble green beast, Might Guy was extremely powerful during his prime days and a shinobi not to be messed with. Although he had little skill in ninjutsu and genjutsu, his skill in taijutsu was second to none. In the Fourth Great Ninja War, Guy proved himself to be strong enough to take on 6 Paths Madara Uchiha in battle. Using the power of the 8 inner gates, Guy nearly killed him in battle, which shows that his skill was far beyond any Kage except for Naruto. He accomplished all this without having any Kekkei Genkai.